in the nation. That's a miss, but he'll get another crack.
Are you cheering at his carriage or at the...
So near and yet so far away.
Every time you say carriage, I keep thinking Cinderella for some reason. That did count as an attempt, so he has 0, and which means he pretty much has the 0 chance of moving on.
The Tommy Brennan kiss of death. if I'm picking him as my favorite. I do that to teams too, Rob, not just individually.
He's got the Kid Fresh Sam Perkins hairdo.
I was rooting for that one. So he tried to bring all his best stuff. Cost him.
So now I was here. I called it during the Candace Parker year. Candace Parker, when she won it. She was the only one to make a dunk.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem.
So 0 plus 0 equals 0.
That's my...
Yeah, see you Wednesday.
3 years at Oklahoma. For my money, the best player in high school basketball this year is Brandon Jennings. Had 63 for Oak Hill Academy in a game earlier this season. Can score just as well as he can pass. He can dominate a basketball game. And there's a myriad of reasons Lute Olson is returning to the Arizona sidelines, one of which is named Brandon Jennings.
And Quinn Kesnick joined a moment ago by the players.
Talk about a powerful combination. I want to start with Greg Monroe. You walk out on the floor tonight as a McDonald's All-American. Describe the feeling.
It feels great. A lot of hard work. It's going to be a fun game. But, just a lot, like I said, a lot of hard work. All these kids deserve it, and it should be a good game.
National audience, a packed arena. Brandon, what can the fans expect to see?
A show and a lot of assists. I'm going to try to break the assist record. I heard it's 13, so I'm going to try to go for 20.
You got the guard, you got the big man. I got a feeling that the West is the best.
The scores may be on the East team, so that's kind of the interesting matchup. Kemba Walker and Brandon Jennings have been going at it every day in practice.
Jennings loves and the finish. There's one. Jay Mullins. So there's Arizona to Ohio State. As Brandon Jennings said, I said to him, why are you going to Arizona? Why is it Lute Olson? And he said Arizona is a point guard school.
He also told me that Jared Bayless told him this week he's coming back. Now, look, it's this week, but if Bayless comes back with Chase Buster,
He lost it though, and here comes Jennings. Keep your eyes on the bottom of the screen as well. We'll be able to show you where some of these stars are heading to college, and we'll certainly be keeping you up to date throughout the game tonight.
Brandon Jennings is a member of Oak Hill Academy the past 2 years. Played his first 2 years of high school basketball. Compton Dominguez, DeMar DeRozan going to SC. Played at Compton High School.
Jennings tried one feed, it was knocked down. The second effort sets up B.J. Mullins again. It's Arizona to Ohio State, and then there's
AU circuit. Didn't play much his sophomore year in high school because Rice just an amazing program, the basketball factory.
ball fake by Jennings. Monroe the weak side rebound. Tempo sometimes results in a turnover and some showtime off the backboard and thrown down by DeMar DeRozan.
That's four dimes for our boy in less than
7-point lead, although the West might be a hair ahead in terms of highlight moments. The throwdown, Jennings off the backboard, and the finish by DeRozan. Penetrating, backs it out. 5 new players set to check in. Next whistle for the West as well.
Speaking of one and done, Dougie, how many of these guys do you take that?
The alley-oop, there's assist number 5. You know, just outside of New York City. Here we go, all coming back to Jersey again. And St. Anthony's, well, they're all about a 15-minute drive away, and they're usually in the nationwide top 10. A finish inside by DeMar DeRozan. He's going to USC, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that's 5. Way short. Brandon Jennings looking for assist number 6. Finds DeRozan. There it is.
You know, there's a Tobacco Road in basketball in Compton between Dominguez and Samuels. Like Boston College or Georgia in Nebraska. Brandon Jennings, the real deal from Compton to Oak Hill. Now to Arizona.
Student Athlete Award. And out from deep for Chris Singleton. Jennings leaves it behind, leave the extra pass. And it's out of bounds, and it got country next year, but then a turnover at midcourt as we check in with Quinn.
Brandon Jennings, the lid, he calls it his 80s style haircut modeled after Sam Perkins' favorite movie, House Party. actually brought in a hair guy from Chicago called Spoon to tighten it up. Doug, you're a product of the 80s, as I am in Bob. Jennings loves shopping for products from the 80s, sneakers and clothes. He's kind of a throwback type guy.
He had more products in the 90s, I think. But yeah, I with the kid and play era, I asked him, I said, why didn't you go Gumby? Get the real Bobby Brown look going. That would just really, I know they didn't have many Gumbies up in Vermont.
That was Whitney's guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm hip.
But the Gumby haircut was you had to have your hair shaped like Gumby's head was kind of slanted. He said he considered it, but he said, you know, it's national TV. You don't want to screw something up. Duke, he said, you know, the thing that sealed the deal is I got to know Coach K, and Coach K is a funny, personal guy. To which Coach Bob ruined it. I said, wait till you get... And this is the big test for Brandon Jennings. Will he buy in and play defense? The big question for Arizona basketball moving forward to the future. I don't care if Bayless comes back or Buttigieg comes back. That national championship team with Miles Simon and Mike Bibby and Bennett Davidson and Dickerson, our team defended. And the big question for Arizona moving forward, when are they going to get back in the defensive stands and win games in defensive ends, not try and just outscore people? That's what I'm talking about, fellas. I mean, Jordan Hill's becoming a very talented big player. Nick Wise went healthy. A nice little option. They lose Juwan McClellan. They also bring in Jeff Ruby, who's a talented 6'9" face-up post. And they have guys with the complete skill set. The big question with Arizona is, will they defend for Luke?
And that's the third potential assist that was missed because of a missed layup.
So I wish you broadcast my games in college. That's a potential assist at years old.
Rowe bounces one, and looking for an assist inside was Brandon Jennings as he gave it up to Mullins.
So beating themselves in that elite class. You know, 5 or 6, you talk about Kansas, Kentucky, Indiana, UCLA, Duke, and Carolina.
Fair enough.
And then I'd say I would agree with the premise that historically they're not on that level.
Jennings off the backboard and sets up Drew Holiday. Well, there's Arizona finishing off the window is Jennings. Coming on when we come back here to Milwaukee. One of the highlights.
Look at the talent that's there. Ben Gordon.
Oh, there's another assist. The finish.
No, there's not.
Oh, Brandon Jennings called for an offensive foul.
Was that a charge after
Drew Holiday to break up. Jennings hands it off and gets maybe as easy as...
I think there is a skill to coaching that type of player. You know, so often a coach will get criticized, well, you know, he just goes and gets the best players in the country. You know what, getting those guys to play within the system, because 5 or so is the tallest player on the floor.
Jennings might try to take the game over now.
Pretty good job of it.
It's on a 3 and makes it an 8-point game with 2 minutes.
Play. You know, so often a coach will get criticized, well, you know, he just goes and gets the best players in the country. You know what, getting those guys to play within the system, because I believe DeMar DeRozan at 6'5" or so is the tallest player on the floor.
Jennings might try to take the game over now.
Pretty good job of it.
It's on a 3 and makes it an 8-point game.
I've never been to Paris, but Milwaukee were my...
Jennings fades away from 3 and rattles it home.
He got 63 in a high school game this year, boys.
I think he's giving up on the assist record.
I've never been to Paris, but Milwaukee were my...
Jennings fades away from 3 and rattles it home.
He got 63 in a high school game this year, boys. Last 2 years has gone to the record and dominated as they brought in the 24 best high school basketball players. He made a street legend name for himself. Out of LA to Oak Hill to the record. Kid has seen it all.
How about Doug said to him today, was asking him about a certain player, and Doug said, is he good? And Jennings says, he's real good. And Doug says, good as you? He said, oh, no, he's not good as me.
Warren was 24. You want a quiet 24?
That is a very quiet 24. Who's the MVP, boys?
There's a pocket picking by Drew Holiday and William Jennings. Those two hooked up for that exact play earlier in the game, except it was Jennings going off the backboard.
That is a very quiet 24. Who's the MVP, boys?
There's a pocket picking by Drew Holiday and William Jennings. Those two hooked up for that exact play earlier in the game, except it
impressive, as were all the McDonald's All-Americans. The athletic ability and the talent just flows from this court.